Hello YouTube, Tribe of the Horror Realm. This video is a DVD update. Been meaning to do one and actually looked back in the video files and found out the last one we did was in November. So it's been quite a bit of time. So best of my knowledge, this is pretty much what we've gotten since November. So I'll try to run through it pretty quick. It logs up a lot of time. But real quick, this was a few items that I grabbed from Big Lots Black Friday deal, $1.88. A lot of blind buys. Tropic Thunder 2-disc. Don't like Ben Stiller. Don't like Jack Black. But why would I even pay $1.88 for it? Robert Downey Jr. as a black man. Sean and EJ probably appreciate this one. License to Kill. I actually like Timothy Dalton as Bond. A lot better than Roger Moore. One for the Blaxploitation collection, JD's Revenge. For Teresa in her 80s collection. Class. And this is a great deal. I just wish it came with the original O-ring on it, but beggars can't be choosers. Fish Called Wanda 2-disc. Love this movie. This is a great addition. Commentary, deleted and alternate scenes, documentary. Just if you're a Fish Called Wanda fan, this is the copy for you. The occasional dip into the Walmart bargain bin yielded a few things. Pure blind buy, and I probably may regret it, but Vampire's Assistant, Cirque du Freak. Not sure what I'm going to expect, if I'm going to regret 90 minutes of my life missed, but who knows, someone will tell me otherwise. My wife and I both are wrestling fans. I'm a little more of an old school guy. She likes the modern stuff. And one of her favorites was John Morrison, so we were able to find this for $5. I'm also, if anyone's been a subscriber knows that I'm a big fan of Nature Gone Wild. You know, whether it's a giant snake or a giant gator or a giant shark, giant porcupine, I'll probably watch it. So I grabbed this one, Lake Placid 3. Probably not worth the $5, and sure enough, watching it, it really wasn't. The gators were poorly CGI'd. The cast themselves, the main character played by Colin Ferguson, he's really namby-pamby, wishy-washy. You just wish that the croc would bite him in half. And his son is pretty much the American version of Bob from House by the Cemetery. Just that kid you just wanted to see killed. Just like Betty White said in the first movie, I'm rooting for the crocodiles. That's exactly what was happening in this film. And this isn't the last one, because they actually do have one called Lake Placid, the final chapter. But I figured that I needed to get this to stick with my other copies of Lake Placid, and sure enough, I don't have them anymore. The ex-wife must have kept them. That's what happens when she gets to decide who gets what. Normally I don't buy full movie collections because I wouldn't know what to file them under. I'm just that particular. But this one was pretty much easy because it's all Leprechaun 1, 2, 3, and 4. Easily enough, just slip right in and out. Finally, The Devil's Tomb. Don't know much about it, but the premise seemed, I haven't had a chance to watch it yet, but the premise seemed alright, and they had Ron Perlman in it, so we'll check that one out. Then, from Newberry Comics, was able to find a special edition copy of Winter Beast at a reasonable price. It's on deck to be seen. BTK, Kane Hodder. Always wanted to see this because it's Kane without any type of makeup on, and I would have to say that I'm pretty surprised. It was really good. I know there was a time when there was a lot of those serial killer direct-to-video movies coming out, and left a lot to be desired. But this one was actually pretty good, worth watching. Joel M. Reed, who brought Bloodsucking Creeks to life. This is Bloodbath. This was a 1976 film, done in the same vein as Hammer or Amicus films. They're anthologies, like Vault of Horror and Tales from the Crypt. Some of the names in here would be like Doris Roberts, who you know from Never Loves Raymond, and this was actually P.J. Soul's first movie. Rampo Noir, always wanted to check this out, and I finally just got a copy of this. In case people aren't familiar, Edgar Rampo is basically Japan's equivalent to Edgar Allan Poe. He wrote short stories of terror, and this one here is Four Tales brought to the screen. Three-disc WrestleMania 27. Again, I'm an old school fan, so the three-disc one is the way usually we go, because it's got the Hall of Fame induction, so I can see all the old guys that I watched growing up getting inducted, and it has all the modern guys. Again, if you're a subscriber, you know that this is one of my favorite films. It's probably the scariest film I've ever watched. Ju-On, the original, this is the US release. I lent my copy to my sister, and I never got it back, so I had to buy it again. That's why I don't lend my shit out. Probably just over $3, Puppet Master: The Legacy. Always like Puppet Master movies, so it'll go right in nicely with the collection, so only one left, Axis of Evil. Amityville 2, The Possession. This one I just hadn't picked up on DVD yet, and it's actually probably the best one in the series, in my opinion. If you've seen Amityville Horror and you found it to be a little slow-moving, not that frightening, you probably weren't interested in the sequels. But Amityville 2 brought the backstory of what happened in the house before the Lutzes purchased it. And I think it was a lot stronger performer. I think $4 for Altered by the director of Blair Witch Project, Eduardo Sanchez. Just picked that one up, so we'll be trying to check that out as soon as we can. And from Full Moon Distribution, got a couple. We just picked up Savage Island with Linda Blair. And this one here is Zombie-thon. And what this is actually more of a compilation DVD of scenes from just oddball zombie movies, from Lucio Fulci's Zombie to Zombie Lake to Oasis of the Zombies, and numerous other ones. Excuse me, it's getting late. So this is basically your boobs and blood edition. They cut out all the other filler and just give you the nudie shots and zombie shots and death scenes and such. But the transfers are all like VHS quality, so unless you're really into this or you saw this as a kid, you might pass and just watch the actual movie editions. Our local movie shop had a few movies for basically $3 a piece, and great chance to snag a few to add to the collection. First one, Brutal Massacre. This one here, of course, if you're familiar with it, has got a lot of genre favorites such as Gunnar Hansen, Ken Foree, David Naughton, and supposedly came with its original O-ring. Bloody Murder 2, out of print. Probably a good reason for it. Also, in an original Ring After Dark 3, Perkins 14. If I ever find these when they're at a decent enough price, I'll add them to the collection, figuring eventually the gaps will be filled in. It's Alive. This is the remake of the 70s classic Killer Baby movie. Great gem. This is Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. This is from the 1923 transfer. Snapper case, but when was the last time you've seen a snapper that does the full gatefold here? This is a German expressionist film. Anyone that is a horror fan should do themselves a favor and just check out some of the various German expression films that came out. Everything from Nosferatu to Gollum. Cabinet of Dr. Caligari is really a trip, and it has an early zombie in Caesar. Less than $10, the 3-disc true story of WrestleMania. Again, the rest I don't usually buy pay-per-view ones, but WrestleMania is one I've consistently gotten hold of. I've been meaning to pick it up on Blu Ray, but I found it for about $6 on a regular disc, 2-disc, Dead Snow. Teresa and I saw this in the theaters, and tremendous film, Norwegian film, really well done. Definitely went to the head of the class for the Nazi zombie subgenre. If you haven't seen it, do yourself a favor, check it out. Couldn't find my copy of it, so I had to rebuy one, and was able to get one of the early Millennium edition of the Reanimator 2-disc, back when they still put them in these big thick cases. Transformers, Revenge of the Fallen. Single disc edition with original slipcover, or O-ring rather. Transformers, Revenge of the Fallen. 2-disc, big screen edition, Walmart exclusive, with original O-ring. In case you're wondering why I have two of the same movie, this is probably takes about 4 or 5 of this particular movie. I like to pick up variants of the movie releases, and Transformers happens to be one of them. And apparently X-Men is as well, because I have X-Men The Last Stand. This is the collector edition with the plastic sleeve. It's up to a nice arcade fold with mutants. And comes with your widescreen release of X-Men, but also a exclusive comic book with a new story with Stan Lee and reprints of 3 old X-Men stories. So this was one that I always saw for usually a little higher money than I'd want to spend, but once I was able to find this under $10, it was an easy buy. Just to show them off real quick, Teresa had grabbed a few for her amusement. Indiana Jones, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. She just needed this to finish off her collection. Ghostbusters went into the gift set. Comes with the little movie scrapbook as well. Of course, you know Teresa's a big Ghostbusters fan. As I said, she's also a wrestling fan. Randy Orton's one of her favorites. She's also a chick, so she likes feel-good movies. And apparently this is what that is. It's called That's What I Am. So she had to grab that one. And a little retro comedy with Eddie Murphy's Delirious. Finally on to a bunch of Blu-rays. Insidious. No one knows what that one's all about. Then we'll also get Ghostbusters. So apparently we're doing Ghostbusters in multiple forms now. Great concept for a movie. Can't believe it took forever for someone to come up with it and bring it to screen, but Frozen, story about three people that get caught on a ski tram on a weekend, that is a long weekend where the resort has been closed down and they're stuck. One of Teresa's favorite movies, Breakfast Club. This is the Universal 100th Anniversary Edition Blu Ray DVD combo pack. Little time chart in there as well. I know Fast Eddie, one quick GT's been collecting up these as they come out. We're going to be a little more particular and grab only select ones from that. Subspecies, always enjoyed this series, and this coming weekend we get to meet Anders Hove, who portrayed Radu, so it's worth upgrading to Blu-ray for that. Wrong Turn 4, this is the Blu-ray DVD combo pack. The other ones had varying levels of quality to them, definitely worth watching. Thought the first two were excellent. Third one, a little CGI goofy, but see how the fourth one is, especially if you're into inbred hillbillies. And finally, Zombie, the 2-disc Ultimate Edition. When this was released by Blue Underground, Teresa and I were fortunate to see it on the big screen, and the transfer looked phenomenal, absolutely brilliant. This was an opportunity to add this one before it went out of print, because I know they're kind of drying up now. It's got a nice embossed cover, or a slip cover, and it's chock full of extra bonus features as well. Lastly was something my buddy had given me. This was a this for my Resident Evil collection. This was the GameStop exclusive bonus DVD for Resident Evil Extinction. Not sure what's on it because this is actually factory sealed. This is how they came. So I've never seen too many of these out there. So that's about it. So all told, there's a whole stack of them, but again, it's over a period of 3 months. Thanks for watching. Hopefully we'll be back with Tales from Monster Mania 21 next weekend. Looking forward to seeing a few of you guys that I know are going to be out there. Tim, 410 Goodfellas, Mark, 13 the Bear, and of course Will, WVD 5000. We'll all be hooking up with you once we get out to New Jersey. Thank you very much. Have a good evening.